Hi, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners. I love the markets. I love the challenge of the markets. I find it extremely satisfying to do the work and find stock, and then it works for you. It's great. They all don't work, but you limit losses. You got to limit losses. That's very important. But we have basic foundations that really help us. You know, there's like 9,000, what is it, 10,000 stocks out there? I can't look at all of them, but we do have an edge. We know this for a fact. The vast majority of stocks that have either earnings up 40% or higher, or average sales up 40% or higher for 2 quarters, and are in the top 40 groups with an accumulation distribution of A or B, that are within 15% of 52-week highs, that trade more than 200,000 shares a day. By the way, what I just gave you is a recipe for $1 million cake. Those stocks will outperform other stocks. What we do is we combine those fundamentals together with charts. And we look for chart patterns that anybody and everybody can see. Why? Let's think about this. Be pragmatic. Years ago, I had a friend of mine that I traded with who was out in California, and he said, Pat, I found a chart pattern that nobody knows about. This is awesome. And I said, well, if nobody knows about it, that means they won't see it. That means they probably won't buy it. I mean, we want other people buying, don't we? And he says, yeah. So what's the moral of the story? Focus on clean and simple chart patterns that are easy to see, easy on the eye, that everybody can see, increases the odds they're going to buy it. By Jove, we stick with it. I'm also going to say for this, the cup and handle, it's great. But if you wait just for a cup and a handle and only do that, you're going to starve to death, okay? We've got to find a couple of clean and simple patterns that are easy on the eye, that everybody can see, and run with them. And always make sure they're companies that have great earnings or great sales. I'm going to give an example. Even Netflix right here. It shot up and then the market got squirrely. But even still, right here, this right here, folks, is 40 points in a day, okay? I'm going to show you some more, though. Everyone that I show you is a past winner, a past keyless stock. Remember this. Not every stock works. So what do? We buy. We look for volume confirmation. When a stock is hitting that pivot, look for volume surges on lesser time frames, 30-minute, hourly charts. That's a great trigger. No volume, no buy. I'm going to show you some examples here. Right here, here's the first one. Make it a little bit bigger for us. There we go. Keyless stock, Upland. Nice long base. You can see this. And again, it doesn't need to be a cup and handle. Just connect the highs and say, if it pushes through here on good volume, it'd be a good buy. Look at the volume pickup on this bar. Boom, we're in it. And you say, well, that's not much. Hey, I'm telling you what, 24 up to 30, near 30, 20, what is that, 25% of your money in a couple of weeks? Look at that. And then you were never tested. It just goes. Clean and simple. Focus on clean and simple chart patterns, and you will make more money. I'm going to show you some more here. I love doing this. You know why? It's like a treasure hunt. It's fun. Look at that one right there. Okta, right here. Buy. Look at this little base right here. You can call this a cup and handle. Look at the volume surge. I have it marked. Pushing through the pivot. Boom. 30. Look at that. 30 to 60. I don't even need a calculator to know that's a dang double. Now, am I going to sell it at the top? No, but it sure is nice to run this beast all the way this way, walking up the moving averages. Focus on this. Clean and simple. Clean and simple, and trends pay. This is the 50-day, this is the 21 exponential, and right here's the 8-period exponential moving averages. Look at the dang trend up the moving averages. You don't have to overthink it. Just let it work for you. Here's another one. Like a kid in a candy store with this stuff. Drag that in there. Make it a little bit smaller for you so it's easier to see. Look at this. Just a clean Microsoft. Just a clean downward sloping trend line right here. Nothing fancy. It's above the rising moving averages. These are day charts. Lifts off here on a volume pickup. And we bought it. We bought it right here. All right. Suppose we bought it for 150, 152. And just slowly marches up. Sell some into strength. And right here, I made it easy. Sold the rest here and here. Losing the 21 EMA. That's good money, folks. 150 up to near 180 on some of the shares. And you were never tested. It just goes. Focus on that. And guess what? You make money and life is easier. Here's another one for you. Nice long base. Look at it. Earnings up 135%. Sales up 147% before we bought. Look at the volume pickup on that animal. Boom. Right here. That's a good move, folks. Right here. 90 to 135. Near 140. There you go. Now, are we going to sell up at the peak? I don't know the peak. But hey, I'll tell you what. 90 to 120 is good money. And you were never tested. There you go. That's another one. The key point is this. Look at the base. Train your eyes to focus on the base. And you will do better. Combine fundamentals with great charts in leading groups, and you can make money. Here's a recent one. GSX. Look at that. This just happened. Right here, we bought it. 40. Folks, that was almost, if you'd sold at the top, and liars sell at the top, but right there, that's a 100-point move on a $40 stock. A 100-point gain. From 40 to 140? How's that? In, what are we talking about? 8 weeks? That's what we do. And what do? We sell into strength. Sold our last shares right here. Why? Lost the 50-day on volume. Show you a couple more here. And the point is this. Training our eyes. Look at FANG. Clean and simple. When we bought, look at that clean and simple base, folks. A 6th grader could draw that. Look at that. You could draw that with a crayon. I don't think they make white crayons, though, do they? I'll get back with you on that. But look at the base. When all these, by the way, were in leading groups when they broke out. And they had either great earnings or sales. I haven't marked on the chart. And by the way, you can't catch me in a lie. You go back and take a look from this period of time. Earnings were up 146%, and it was in a top group. Boom, look at the volume. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Look at the volume surge. Everybody saw it. This ain't no cup and a handle pattern, but it's clean and simple. By the way, did you notice? All these bases, none of them are like a 3-day base. They're longer. Doesn't need to be months, but 3, 5, 6 weeks. Simple. Just connect the highs. And by the way, if you have to look for the base, it's probably not there. Look for the stuff that is there. I'm going to show you one more. This was a nice one for us. There you go. Micron, MU. By the way, it's on the chart. I mark up my charts. You can say, Patrick, why do you do that? To refer back to them. Always honing your skills. Always honing your skills. Never forget that. Great hitters, constant. I don't know if you all know this. Ted Williams took batting practice the year he batted 400. He consistently took batting practice. Like he could rest on his laurels. It's no big deal. He took batting practice. This is our batting practice. I'll make this a little bit bigger for you, so you can see it. There you go. Right there. Just simple base, just a simple line. And look at the volume pickup when it lifted off of there. Look at it. It runs up, pulls back on really low volume for 2 days. Boom, off to the races. And you could say, well, what kind of a move was that? Hey, 46 to 60 something real quick. And the beautiful part, you're never tested. You're never tested. Like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. No, it just goes. That's what we look for. Focus. I'll say this again to help you. This is what we do in Mission Winners. Focus on stocks that have either great earnings, over 40%, or great sales, over 40% for 2 quarters. Focus on stocks over $10 a share. Focus on stocks that trade more than 200,000 shares a day. Focus on stocks in the top 30 to 40 groups. Focus on stocks above the 50-day. Focus on stocks with an accumulation distribution of A or B. Don't do any low price stocks. You put those things together, you know what it is? It's a recipe for a great cake. And I love cake, let me tell you. German chocolate, that's my favorite, okay? Remember that if my birthday, never mind, we'll leave that alone. Anyway, this is what we're looking for. I do this just to help people. Why? Folks, when I started, there was no internet, okay? You'll think this is crazy. I used to have to phone my orders in, and they'd put you on hold. I'm like, I'm on the trade desk. No. Well, I finally got a deal where I didn't have to have a direct line. So anyway, wanted to share this with you. I hope this helps you. My goal is this at Mission Winners, to help people to speed up the learning curve. No day trading, no scalping, nothing fancy, clean and simple that everybody can see, and it pays. It pays. Does it work every time? You can say, oh boy, Pat, you shouldn't bring that up. No, real people bring up the good and they bring up the bad. Does it work every time? No. So what do? We limit losses. Limit losses at 5 to 7%? Are you crazy? No, we don't do that. It's good above the line and it's bad below the line. We run it tight. Do I look at 5-minute charts? No, never. Do I look at 10-minute charts? Rarely. How many 10-minute charts have I looked at this year? And we're in September? 20 of them, maybe. That's it. Focus on longer basis. Volume surges. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Look where they're voting. Recipe for making money. And that's what we do. I just wanted to share this with you to help you. We do this every day at Mission Winners. All right? What you just see, I do this every day with my key list that goes out to the VIP members. In-depth analysis with fundamentals of the charts and technicals with the charts. Thank you all and have a good, safe night.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.